Hello guys, Ashley here, also known as the Ashley fan. The week has finally been over. It is done. Literally in an hour, it will be 12 o'clock in the morning. But I have decided that I'm making this video today, right now, because I need to talk about it. Just a little update. I have just started working at my new job. I like it so far there. It's very peaceful, it's very calm. It's the people there are okay. I don't really interact with a lot of them. I do like the class that I do work in. It did take a long time to get used to it because Monday, I'm just really not a Monday person. I feel like Mondays just start a week and it's like you rather not work a Monday, but it is what it is. I can't complain. The hours are good. I'm making money. I found a job with a better money because my last job, things just didn't work out. Even though I did like it there, it was closer to home. That's what the last job I was at was, I think, 10 minutes away, while this is 13 minutes. It's literally just a freeway to get there, which is not as bad, but y'all get it. So I had decided that maybe before I move into my new house on November 1st, I think, because tomorrow I have to literally start packing. Like, I'm so behind on packing because everything is happening at the same time. A new job, moving in, so I'm trying to do what I can to pack. So tomorrow I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to pack, whether it's my clothes or my lotions and stuff. I'll figure it all out when I get there, but I decided that I want to go talk about One Tree Hill Ranch for right now until I get situated into my new house. Tomorrow I will be making a rant about why I think season 2 is the weakest season for One Tree Hill. After rewatching every single episode from season 2, I will be giving my reasons. I actually wrote them down in my Google Notes. Not Google Notes, the notes on your iPhone. Same thing. And I will also have another rant about One Tree Hill that I will also be making, but that one will be a surprise because I won't spoil it. But today I'm going to be making a video why I feel like there is kind of a double standard when it comes to Lucas and Haley's friendship a little bit. And what I mean by double standard is that people tend to always feel like Lucas is always being a bad friend sometimes, by he might say something, or it's not really anything he ever does, but like how he may sometimes people think how he might talk to Haley, but no one ever talks about how sometimes Haley was a bad friend and things like that. And this post right here just made me want to make this video even more. So I'm going to read the post first, and then we'll talk about why I love him and Haley's friendship and why some of the things that bother me that people never talk about. So I'm going to read this post first. I partly agree. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm saying that. Partially agree. Lucas was sometimes not a good friend to Haley, like when he criticized her for wearing a cheerleading uniform, saying that it wasn't her, when he literally started behaving as a different person. He just couldn't stand seeing his best friend with Nathan. And I get it, but she told him multiple times how she cared and loved him. And the other one's about Brookus. I'm probably going to read that too because I'm thinking, should I make a separate video about why I think Brookus fans are delusional? Because there are a lot of people who feel like they should have been in game, that it was a lot more showing, and like it was like Lathan was all about telling us but not showing us, which I feel like is not true. So I think it would just be best to make that into a separate video and just read what this person wrote because it's ridiculous. So that'll be a separate video why I think Brookus fans are delusional. But let's talk about what she just said. The whole uniform thing. That whole situation in season 1, episode 17. Now, do I feel like Lucas was a little bit of a jerk by saying that she looked ridiculous in the cheerleading outfit? Yes. I will agree that he was being a little bit of a jerk. There's no debating that. He was being a little bit of a jerk. But this is what I'm talking about when I say people don't tend to look at the episode in a logical sense. And what took me to actually think about this in a logical sense was when I listened to a podcast, not the Drama Queens podcast. These two girls run a podcast talking about nostalgic teen drama shows and like teen drama shows from early 90s to 2000s. And she said when they said they felt like no one gave Haley enough flack for literally abandoning Lucas that entire time to be with Nathan. The one thing I can't stand is when someone gets into a relationship and they have no time for you, even when you're their friend. I absolutely cannot stand it. I hate it. When Lucas was with Brooke, he always made time for Haley. They had lunch together. They hung out together. He made time to listen to her problems with her and Nathan. He made time for her all the time when he was with Brooke. She gets with Nathan and she really has no time for Lucas. The one time where he needs you because he completely is heartbroken after messing up in a relationship. Yes, even though Brooke is not a victim and she pretty much broke the girl code, Lucas is the one who did decide to cheat. He made a choice. He decided to cheat. Yes, he could still be heartbroken because he still cared about them even though he made a terrible decision. It wasn't out of lust or anything of that situation. He had feelings for both of them, but his feelings for Peyton were always stronger. And I feel like he needed Haley, and Haley was not there for him at all in episode 17. All she cared about was being with Nathan, and I feel like I understand that. Her and Nathan are into each other, they're feeling each other, I get it. I understand. I'm a huge Haley shipper. I get it. But whenever he made plans like pizza or gonna go watch a movie or gonna go hang out, Haley always made an excuse. And like, I don't know, I kind of feel like she didn't get enough flack for being a bad friend to me. Like, that's not being a good friend. Completely abandoning our plans, saying fuck me, like, I need you and you just saying fuck me. Like, I don't like that. Haley did not care about Lucas being heartbroken. It doesn't give her the right to say that she looked ridiculous in her cheering outfit. I get that. But he needed you and Haley was not there for him, in my personal opinion. I don't think she was there for him. Another situation where I feel like people tend to overlook is why Lucas had an issue with Haley and Nathan being in a relationship in the first place. Are people forgetting that Nathan bullied Lucas in like the first, let's say, 5 episodes of One Tree Hill? Like, cause him and Haley started tutoring in episode 3, but he was still fucking with Lucas in like episodes 1 through episodes 1 through 5 is when he was still fucking with Lucas. By episode 6, it chilled down because that's the whole episode where him and Nathan had to work together. And then by episode 7, it was all good. Nathan was like, "Hey, it's getting outplayed." So we just supposed to forget that Lucas was bullied, tormented, picked on, all because him and Nathan were half brothers, and all because Nathan was threatened by the fact that Lucas was on the basketball team. Yet, just because we all love Naylee and Naylee is cute, y'all want to forget history. I see that a lot when it comes to like these certain teen dramas, that y'all, the fandom, y'all like to forget history or try to rewrite history because y'all like a certain storyline or a certain couple. And it's like, it's not going down like that. The same thing could be said about Lucas and Brooke. People tend to forget, and not only do fans, but the writers themselves tend to forget that Brooke knew that Peyton had feelings for Lucas way before Lucas and Peyton were sticking around behind Brooke's back. People are acting like that came out of nowhere in season 1. No, it didn't. Lucas had feelings for her way before that. Yo, way before. Lucas had a thing for Peyton when he was early on in high school. And freshman year, he had a thing for Peyton. What the fuck are y'all talking about? He always had a crush on her. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, the writers seem to forget that Brooke was the one who went after Lucas first, knowing that Peyton liked him. Breaking motherfucking girl code. Yes, Lucas is not Peyton's property, but you're gonna get with a guy that you knew that I had feelings for. You knew that, and y'all hook up, y'all shacking up, so that's not breaking girl code? Okay then. So is that not breaking best friend code by getting with the guy that bullied me and then expecting me to be okay with it? Lucas was just like, yeah, fam, it's all good. because Haley like him. Yeah, he could be happy for her, but it's like on some extent I'm still a little bitter about that because Nathan never apologized for it. He didn't apologize for it until like towards the end of season 1 when him and Lucas actually started going a bond. That's when he apologized for it. Like people tend to really overlook that a lot with him and Haley. Like I'll never forget the scene where she confronted him about seeing him and Peyton together. And I know a lot of people giving Lucas so much flack for being like he's trying to turn on Haley by saying that what about the person she's becoming. I'm thinking like, yeah, he should ask her. You want to sit here and you want to judge me for my actions and things that I'm doing in my transactions? Haley, stop trying to clap and plead. She do that a lot. I realize that a lot about Haley, that she is so, like, she's very self-righteous. That shit is really, really annoying. Like, there's nothing wrong with being self-righteous, but to the extent where you act like you just don't do nothing, it's hella annoying. Haley act like she don't do nothing. Like, she just this bystander. I don't care if people say she didn't make the amount of mistakes that a character like Dan made. It don't matter. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Stop acting like you got a clean diaper on. You don't. You had a funky one on plenty of times. Just like Peyton, just like Lucas, just like Nathan, and just like Brooke. The characters y'all like to defend so much and act like they never done a motherfucking thing. The fact that she tried to sit there and judge Lucas for being with Peyton behind Brooke's back, which is very wrong, because I feel like in season 1, I'm sorry to keep talking about Brooke, but I feel like I have to keep mentioning this to have it make sense. I feel like in season 1, him and Brooke were very surface level. It all started out by them just hooking up together and them not really knowing each other. They turned a hookup, a date that turned into sex, they turned that into a relationship. Do I really need to sit here and explain why that's not a good idea? I guess not. I do feel like when Lucas did break up with Brooke, I do think Brooke was starting to become more emotionally tied to him. And I think it devastated her when she broke up with him. When she found out everything and it was all, out there. And I kind of feel like people tend to forget how very much surface level him and Brooke really were in season 1. Like, even though they had their cute moments, him and Brooke were very surface level. They didn't really have a really deep emotional connection with each other at all. It really just it was just sex. And I feel like, I do feel like Brooke was starting to get very emotionally attached to him after the car accident and things like that. And when he did break up with her, it devastated her, of course. I think when she started to feel an emotional bond with someone in a relationship, that's when the breakup hurts the worst, in my opinion. If it was just nothing, it was meaningless, then it's like, let it be, I don't care. But I definitely think Brooke was starting to be emotionally tied to him. I just feel like for Haley to try to sit there and try to judge him for doing what he's doing, but it's like, you got with Nathan when he bullied me. You fell for him knowing what he did to me, and then expecting me to just be okay with it. And then just because y'all dating, again, episode 17 of season 1, just because y'all dating now, is just shake hands and be cool. Like, what? What? That just forgives everything he's done because y'all dating? I respect your happiness more than anything. But just because you're with him, that's not act like we just this buddy thing. Like, I cannot stand that. I cannot stand people who want to just, like, everybody can we all just be friends? Why? We haven't established where our beef is and how to overcome the beef. How can we be friends if no one can admit what they did first? Like, it all comes from taking accountability. And Nathan did not do that until, like, towards the end of season 1. So the fact that Haley trying to sit there and be like, I don't like the person you're becoming. I don't like the person you're becoming. You fell for a bully. Let's be honest. Nathan was a jerk and a bully. And she fell for him knowing what he did to her best friend. But yet, that's never talked about. Like, never. But y'all want to sit here and say Lucas is a bad friend because he judged her uniform? Don't get me wrong, it's a jerky move. But I feel like what's even worse is falling for someone when they did something terrible to your friend. Like, all that flack that Emma get from Degrassi for dating Peter after what he did to Manny, that shit is not held at the same standard when it comes to Jay and Manny. So we just supposed to forget that Jay took advantage of Emma's vulnerability and Emma started giving him oral. We're supposed to just forget, not only did Emma give him oral, he gave her a STD. But yet, that's not talked about when it comes to Degrassi, is it? Like, it's ridiculous how it's not considered to be a balanced thing. Like, it's not considered. The same thing too with season 4. The fact that she tried to check him about him kissing Peyton in the library. All because Brooke said something? So you gonna take this bitch side over mine? I've known you since the motherfucking sandbox. Don't ever confront me about anything when you don't know shit. Period. That scene with Haley will forever piss me off. She talking about you gonna go kiss her next. He talking about, wait, what are you talking about? She said Brooke told me about the kiss with Peyton. She said, how can you do that after she said, did you not learn from the first time? He talked about, first of all, she kissed me. Exactly. She kissed me. And like, it wasn't even a kiss with tongue or anything like that. Not taking away, I'm not defending the cheating. I'm just letting people know. People act like it was like a full-blown, passionate kiss. No. It was a smooch on the lips. Literally, a smooch with no tongue, no nothing. But that Lathan scene will forever be... That scene meant a lot more than the kiss. That scene with them was a lot more than the kiss. That scene confirmed everything that we needed to know about Lathan. That it was always her. Lucas was always hell-bent on protecting her. She admitted in a time that she thought she was dying that she loved him. Now, I love you as a friend. I love you. I've always loved you. I don't understand people keep saying that it's talked about more than it's shown with Lathan. All these things in y'all face and y'all talk about is not shown enough. Like, what more evidence do y'all fucking need? I couldn't believe Haley tried to sit there and talk about haven't you learned for the first time. It's like, really, Haley? Really? You want to act like you just all peaches and cream, like you didn't cheat on your motherfucking husband and then run off and be on tour? Like, you, all of a sudden, you just got it all figured out. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't think Lucas should be crucified for making a mistake. And it's funny because I was just watching season 1 not too long ago. I was watching the episode where Haley threw this house party. When she threw the house party. And I feel like it's really crazy how no one ever talks about how Brooke intentionally brought Nikki there to start a fight with Peyton. Like, that's not talked about enough. She was mad because Haley didn't invite her to the party that she desperately wanted to be at. And then she intentionally brought Nikki there to start a argument, to start a fight. Like, but that's not talked about enough. And then in that episode, they both get mad at Lucas because he slept with Nikki. I feel like Lucas don't owe either one of them any loyalty because they're not together. And I can understand where they were coming from, where they were in their nerd time, where they were in nerd space. They couldn't just casually hook up with anyone. But it's like, I feel like no one should be judged for how they handle their heartbreak. If you choose to lay up under somebody, that's on you. Just because you choose to lay up with someone, don't mean you're not thinking about the other person. You know how many people have meaningless sex with people every day? Going through a breakup? Do you know how many times that happens? So they're a bad person for having meaningless sex? When then that's the case, and I guess everyone in the world is a bad person. Even though I've never had meaningless sex with anyone at all. I will never do that. I don't do one night stands. I do relationships. So it's just crazy to me. And this scene where Brooke went to Peyton's house and she was like, she said when she think about Lucas, she said he's just a boy, a teenager boy who makes mistakes like the rest of us. And I'm like, you know what? I absolutely love that motherfucking statement. Because to me, I feel like that's all it is with Lucas. He was just a boy, a teenager boy who made mistakes just like the rest of them. And for people to think just because you become an adult and you're supposed to just have it all figured out is even more absurd. Now, do I feel like there are times in your life where you need to get it together? Yes. Because I know what y'all gonna say. You hate Damon so much. I hate Damon. Damon is a character who was never able to figure it out. Damon constantly relied on other people to get him through life. He constantly codependent on people to help hold his hand. Like, I get it. Lucas and Peyton repeating the same thing 3 times in the show. Like, I could understand the Brooke situation. The whole Lindsay thing, I wish that was just never a storyline. Never a storyline. I don't like how they use cheating as a storyline for Lucas and Peyton. Like, I could understand it in the seasons with the love triangle. I feel like that makes more sense to love triangle. Because it's like, it makes sense for the love triangle. But the whole Lindsay thing, I wish it was never a thing. I hate it. But they did. Lucas did cheat. And it was stupid. It was stupid. I just hate the whole Lindsay. I hate the Lindsay storyline. I've already made a video about it, so please feel free to listen to it. I hate the Lindsay storyline with a passion in my soul. Like, I don't care for Lindsay. I hate Lindsay, and I don't think she deserved to get. You know, I definitely think Peyton was definitely very mean to her, but I still don't like Lindsay. I thought she was really annoying. She really didn't have no personality as a character. But yeah, I really was not a fan of them using the cheating again in season 5 with Lucas and Peyton. But me personally, I love Lathan so much that means I hate to admit it, probably gonna get flack for it. I didn't care. I was not attached to him and Lindsay's relationship. Yes, cheating is wrong, but you don't have to care about the relationship to know that cheating is wrong. Cheating is definitely wrong. But I don't care about him and Lindsay's relationship. I didn't care for it when I first watched season 5. I don't care for it when I watch it back. So people who say that him and Lindsay should have been in game, I think y'all are stupid. Sorry, not a fan. So, like, for people to think just because when you become an adult you're supposed to have everything all figured out, I think that's also absurd too, because again, they were like in their 20s, trying to figure life out. In life, you're going to make mistakes, like probably cheating on your partner or thinking you're ready to get married at 22 and things like that. You know, all those things. I just feel like it's not fair that Lucas and Peyton get so much flack for making mistakes, but other characters get to have a slap on the wrist. I know I was zigzagging all over the place in this video, which I don't mean. I like to do topics on top of my head. I like to just go have another topic on the side. But what I would say about in closing about Lucas and Haley is that I absolutely love their friendship. I think they're the best example of a platonic female and male friendship. And like I always say this, if things were different, I would have not been mad if Lucas and Haley would have been in a relationship. Like, I feel like they would have been Dawson and Joey, but 10 times better. Because I feel like the problem with Dawson's Creek, because I am watching season 2 right now, is that I just feel like Dawson and Joey are very stale. The 2 actors don't have chemistry to me, but they do have their cute moments, like I said before. They do have their cute moments. But honestly, I like Dawson and Jen a lot better. Like, I actually like that dynamic. I feel like Jen understands Dawson in a way that I feel like Joey doesn't really understand him. Like, even though they grew up since the sandbox, him and Joey, I just don't feel like she really understands Dawson in a way that Jen does. Like, I feel like Jen understands his creativity side and things like that. And I just don't feel like Joey understands him. I haven't watched season 2 in a while because things have just been increasingly busy, but I am going to finish Dawson's Creek. I feel like this is a teen drama show you just have to watch. Everyone has seen it who's obsessed with teen dramas and is like, I have to watch that. And I think I'm going to try to get it to Gilmore Girls. after, but there's other shows I need to watch. Like I haven't finished Dexter yet. So I love Lucas and Haley's friendship. I just feel like people tend to overlook a lot of the shit that Haley do with her in their friendship, and they tend to like make it seem like Lucas was a bad friend all the time. When honestly, they really don't have like a lot of bad friendship moments. They're really there for each other a lot, and they keep it real with each other. And I feel like after they, even if it is like a situation where it gets out of hand and situations like that, I think they're able to talk it out and communicate like a real friendship. Like one of my favorite Lucas and Haley moments is the scene at the hospital when she comes there and he's like, "Hey friend," and she cries into his chest. Like I just feel like Chad and Bethany had really great chemistry. I would give Chad that. Chad had a lot of good chemistry with a lot of people that he interacted with in the cast. The only person I can assume that the only people I can say that he did not have good chemistry with that he had him and Anna did not have good chemistry in a relationship, but they did as friends. Like I liked him and Anna's friendship. Him and Lindsay, that can go on and go. I did not care for that. Did not care for that. Him and Rachel didn't have any chemistry either. Like it seemed like they just didn't vibe with each other, but I think that was clearly intentional. So yeah, like Chad really had great chemistry with the female leads, in my opinion. Like he had great chemistry with all three ladies. I can't really say anything bad about it. Um, yeah, I have a lot of favorite Lucas and Haley moments. Another one of my favorite moments is at the wedding when he walked her down the aisle and he said that, man, what did he say? He said, I'll never really let you go. When he said, I'll walk you down and everything like that. Like, they were so cute. Like, if her and Lucas would have been a couple, I would have not been mad at it, y'all. Like, they actually would have made a lot of sense for friends to lovers. Like, I feel like they're like the best description of that to me. Her, like, they just had really amazing chemistry. Like, there's so many moments I love with them. Like, the moment after they got to that huge fight season 4, she talked about promising no matter what, they will always be friends. Like, I love that moment between him and Haley. The moment that she told him that she was pregnant and he hugged her and told her that he got her, like he's gonna always be there for her no matter what. I their moment in season 2 when they were in New York together and um and they were laying in bed together and it wasn't weird, or when Lucas told her that she would always be his best friend no matter what. Like him and Haley have a lot of good friendship moments in the show. Like the scene in season 1, episode 7, when he was there for her after she thought Nathan told everyone about her little letter about if he needed anything, call her. That Brooke said he passed around, but he didn't do that. And they pressed their foreheads together and everything. Like they were really cute. Like I love Haley and Lucas' friendship. I would definitely say they're my favorite friendship in the entire show. To me, sorry, y'all, I'm thirsty. They're definitely the best friendship in the entire show. I think that's really all I have to say for tonight. Um, it is now. Damn, it's 12:25. Why the fuck is the time going so fast? Tomorrow, like I said, I want to try my best to get up early in the morning. I have a Red Bull, but I'm trying to save it for work on Monday. So we'll see how it goes. And I am completely out of water bottles, so I might have to fill up my water bottles and then wait till they get cold to make a video, because I literally cannot make a video without water. So I think that might just what I have to do. But tomorrow I will be packing and I will try my best to make edits as well. But once my waters get cold, I will be making a video. I know those 2 Winter Hill rants that I did talk about definitely get done. But until then, enjoy this rant about me saying why I think there is a little bit of a double standard between Lucas and Haley's friendship, but at the same time, I still love their friendship. Like, their arguments aren't as our ex had other friendships, like Bria and Serena, like, friendships like that. So this has been it. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.